Texas, the extreme southern tip of the Lone Star State. That's where we are dealing with Hurricane Dolly. It made landfall a couple of hours ago and continues to slowly move further inland, bringing with it all of its tropical rain and the gusty winds. They've been quite fierce, those winds in South Texas, over 60 and 70 miles an hour. We've had reports of.
We'll be cleaning up tomorrow as we watch this hurricane move right into the Rio Grande Valley. Major flooding is going to be a big story over the next couple of days as Dolly weakening as far as the winds go, but the rain will continue. Well, I'm meteorologist Dave Schwartz along with meteorologist Vivian Brown. And meteorologist Jim Cantori joins us live from South Texas. Jim Cantori is inside running this one out.
Jim, tell us more about what you are getting reports of right now. I think you're still in your hotel room, but have you been able to look out of the window, and just how are the winds at this hour?
Yeah, that's all I've been doing is looking out the window here at the winds kind of shifting directions. It's been an interesting half hour. We have tried to put our satellite dish up. The good news is the camera cables work fine, but to put the dish up, the wind is still hitting it at enough of an angle and at a strong enough of an angle that it is causing us to lose the signal just too much. So you guys tell me, is the eastern side of this thing, the eastern eye wall, even completely on shore yet?
Not the extreme eastern wall now. Of course, you know the western eye wall did totally come on shore, but still the eastern eye wall has yet to make landfall.
Yeah, so think about it. We've been watching since about 9 o'clock this morning. We've been watching the western eye wall move on shore. What is it, almost 4 o'clock? So this has been a long, laborious landfall, to say the least. And unfortunately, it hasn't come without problems because we've had loss of power now for about 5.5 hours. We've had tremendous roof damage in addition to attempting our satellite dish going up. Coming back to my room only to hear the other half of the roof above me flapping and then eventually going. So, what the northeast winds didn't do, now the southwest winds are trying to do. They're not as strong, that's the good news. Occasionally we see some brightening and some breaks in the heavy rain, but they're not long enough. They're lasting about a minute and then maybe 2 minutes tops, and then boom, we're back into it again. But guys, as I look out again here, as I mentioned, we don't have any power. We still have pieces of debris from palm trees and rooftops blowing around. Huge chunks that are already laying on the ground. I mean, we're talking stuff that's about 20 by 20, and this is all roof paper. They put that paper down and they go up and tar the roof. So not only does the tar come off, but the paper and also the probably about 4-inch thick insulation that's underneath all that. And that's why water's getting in and it's dripping in a lot of these top floor rooms on beds and furniture and whatnot. I mean, it's not pouring in here, thank goodness, but it's going to make these rooms uninhabitable, if you will, for about however long it takes them to put a roof back on. They're not going to be useful, especially if we don't get power on in a couple of days, because mold, as you know, and the folks in Florida know, and the folks in Louisiana, Mississippi, and Alabama know, it settles in pretty quick after the storm. Again, we're not experiencing the kind of winds that we were 2 hours ago, but they're still strong enough. Winds are still strong tropical storm force in gusts potentially very close to hurricane force as this eye wall just continues to batter and batter and batter. And the big question is, when do we get these winds below 45 miles an hour so that the Causeway Bridge can open? So people can either leave or we can get vehicles in here to restore the power. And there's actually an emergency situation here that's followed this last hour. A 17-year-old boy fell from a 7th floor balcony. He does have some pretty serious injuries. He's got some broken bones, both of the bones in his leg. He's got some head injuries, hips are broken, vitals are good, but they got to get him to a hospital. And the question is, how are we going to do that? It's not going to be you can't send a fire truck across a high-profile vehicle. Can we potentially get an amphibious vehicle from the National Guard in Brownsville over? I mean, that's really the question that needs to be answered, and obviously they need to deal with that situation. So far, he's doing pretty well. Obviously taking the hurricane party thing a little bit too serious. We just hope he's all right at the end of the day. But everybody's hunkered down here, guys. A lot of people stayed. Thought they were going to be riding out a tropical storm, okay? And it's a Category 2 hurricane, and one that's methodically, like Hurricane Jeanne in Florida 4 years ago, just methodically moving across the states. And the longer it takes to do that, the more damage certainly to the roofs and the more potential of getting water in where we have
sure when people at the hotel see you, they've got questions. Now, we've only got about 30 seconds, but what are the kind of questions that you're hearing from the people who are riding out this storm?
They want to know when's it going to be over. You know, why was it this bad? Things like that. Everybody's doing pretty good though, Dave. But after you get it this time tomorrow, and it's a whole different situation, I'm sure.
Gotcha.
Well, with that said, Jim, with you being one of the most famous people, of course, telling the weather, we will be happy to see you back on the air because we know at that point that the overall weather scenario is at least improving somewhat.
Winds are beginning to come down slowly but surely here on Hurricane Dolly. But now the big story is the heavy rain. Flooding is the #1 killer. Inland flooding from landfalling hurricanes.